What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's stimulus update. Welcome to your third stimulus check update, stimulus package update and news report for Wednesday, February 10th. Yesterday, President Biden met with a group of CEOs, and his goal was to talk about his plan and pitch them on the idea of just backing him. Well, according to reports, the CEOs let Biden address his plan and pitch him on that idea. However, they also push back with their own ideas as well. For example, the JP Morgan Chase CEO, Jamie Dimon, he said he wants President Biden to work on infrastructure because this one move would boost the economy to a point where the businesses could increase the income and increase the minimum wage for their employees on their own. It wouldn't be required at this point, especially during a pandemic. But at the same time, some experts are currently saying that if businesses are left up to their own devices, they are not going to increase the wages of their employees when they could use that money to do other things, possibly expand, put money into their savings, pay for investors, dividends and things like that. So at this point, they're saying that if they are required to do so, they will increase the wages. However, if they're not, they will leave wages the exact same. But Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he had this to say yesterday. He said, and I quote, "Democrats are trying to work as well as we can with the parliamentarian to get the minimum wage." He also stated that if the $15 minimum wage could not be included into this package, then this would not be the last chance. They would continue to work on this and it would get passed through at some point. But early on this morning, the Education and Labor Committee passed the $15 federal minimum wage increase after about a 13-hour debate. So, as of right now, the $15 federal minimum wage looks like it will be included into this next stimulus package. So, as soon as the stimulus package gets passed, this would mean the minimum wage, if you make under $9.50 per hour, your wage would be increased to $9.50 per hour, no matter where you live in the United States. So, now, these statements from President Biden, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, they make some experts wonder. And some are saying, does Congress even care about the $15 minimum wage? Or do they care about this because this could ultimately hurt the economy in the short term? Or are they just doing this to make Republicans suffer due to the fact that Republicans have absolutely no power and cannot stop what is currently going on? Some say it's probably a mix of both. Even though, and again, even though Democrats don't plan on passing a bipartisan stimulus package, they still want to see some type of bipartisanship. That's what we're hearing. Chuck Schumer says this, Nancy Pelosi says this, and even President Biden says this. But according to many reports and just watching to see what is actually happening, you can see that they do not care about any bipartisanship at this time. Some of the provisions included in this package, however, do meet the requirements of Republicans. They are taking some Republican, provisions and ideas and implementing them into this package. However, are they really Republican ideas, or are they more just of a kind of a mixed idea between the two parties? Well, for instance, the $1,400 stimulus checks, they are not going to go to high-income earners. We know this. This has been stated multiple times. Democrats are proposing that they leave out high-income earners to receive a stimulus check. But the bill still states that people that make up to $200,000 can receive a stimulus check. As to what we see move forward from this, we don't know, because this can still be amended. You need to keep in mind that this can still be amended, even though this bill, and it's in writing now. Okay, we see text. This is a bill. It hasn't been voted on. Okay, it hasn't been voted on by the House or the Senate. It hasn't been signed into law by President Biden. It can still be amended. It can still be kicked back and adjusted in some ways. So we will see. What we know is that by leaving the stimulus check eligibility the same as before, this will provide roughly 212 million Americans with a stimulus check. This will give a 33% increase in annual income to the poorest 20% of Americans, and these are considered people that make less than $10,000 per year. And this will also give many elderly individuals a way to provide for themselves through medication and also buying food. Right now, they are saying that many elderly Americans are food insecure. So are many middle-aged Americans, and so are children. What we know is that Congress is still looking at ways to improve this stimulus package, whether it's through the stimulus check, whether it's through unemployment, rental assistance, state and local government funding. They are looking for ways, whether it's through the actual cost of the bill or is it through the way it is written and through the language. They released the bill on state and local government funding, and this was done later last night as well. Now, this could seriously be a video in its own, so I'm not going to really touch on everything here, but I just want to say it is for $350 billion. Congress is adamant on passing that, and that would be for state, local, and tribal territories. And again, if any of you are state employees, you're paid through the state, I highly encourage you to come back and subscribe, but come back to my video later on today, and I'm going to go over the entire bill. I'm going to go over the entire text, just to kind of give you an idea of what's in there, the benefits to it, and also the issues that we could potentially see. And trust me, you'll not want to miss this next video. Okay, I'm going to dive into the bill. We're going to look at it together and kind of go over what we can see as issues coming up. And there's going to be issues. We know this. So, let's get into some other news. The Senate, they voted to continue on with the impeachment of Donald Trump. They voted yesterday with a vote of 56 to 44. This means that 6 Republicans actually sided with the Democrats on impeaching former President Donald Trump. They voted 56 to 44 that this impeachment is constitutional and it should move forward. So they will be back in session today. Today, they will have Democratic managers for 8 hours present their case for convicting Donald Trump. After that, both sides will have 2 days to make their own arguments, and then the Senate will consider possible witnesses after that, and that would be before a final vote. But keep in mind that the Senate must meet every day until we have a verdict. I believe they can take Sundays off, but every other day other than that. So, what some are saying is that this is going to delay the stimulus talks. I personally hope it won't. However, according to multiple experts, they say yes, even though the Senate can walk and chew gum at the exact same time, like Bernie Sanders has stated, some are saying that they are going to have issues because trying to get cabinet members approved, trying to do a stimulus package, and trying to go through with this impeachment trial at this time is going to be a lot, especially if the Senate has to be in session every single day just for the impeachment trials. They're saying there could be little movement on stimulus. This is also one of the reasons why Nancy Pelosi stated that we will not send over the bill until possibly the week of February 22nd. Some are saying that it looks likely we can be ready for that at that time. However, others say that no, it will most likely come the following week. So right now, we are already hearing about possible delays. Now, let's talk about the COVID news. The United States reported 96,460 new cases yesterday alone, and they also reported 3,167 deaths as well. This brings our 7-day average of cases down to 108,144 cases per day. That is actually very good. I believe the last time we were right around 105, 110,000 cases per day, I believe this was around November 7th of 2020. So we are getting closer to getting under that 100,000 case threshold. Some experts are saying we should be there by the end of this week. Others are saying that hopefully, due to the celebrations and the Super Bowl, that we do not see cases spike. But health experts do warn chances are we will see some cases spike over the next couple of weeks. So we just need to be prepared for that. And in other COVID-related news, Johnson & Johnson's CEO states that people may need an annual COVID vaccine shot for several years. Some argue that this is too soon to tell, but many health experts across the nation are saying that having a booster ready just in case is the best way to move forward. And according to the World Health Organization, WHO, globally, we have seen a 17% decline in cases just last week alone. So that is very good. We are seeing a decrease in cases. The United States obviously has a lot of them and a lot of deaths. So that is what we know regarding the next stimulus package. That's what we know regarding the Senate's plan to proceed over the next week, and also in COVID news. If you guys have any questions on any of this stuff, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.